Hey guys, what's up? Mike Lowe here, and we're back with NBA 2K23 in our Timberwolves all gameplay, only gameplay really, MyNBA here. So yesterday we streamed and actually pulled off the upset 95-81 over the Bucks, who Giannis was kind of just in and out of the lineup, and that helped us. He had a kind of a day-to-day injury, and yeah, they took him out pretty early, and he was just kind of bouncing around, and it helped us. So also released Sliders version 1.7. That's up on Operations Sports, and I'm actually already tinkering with a 1.8. It's not live yet. It's just something I'm messing with, and really we're just looking to create a little bit more offense. It's kind of hit or miss, right? Because like we had 92 points from a really bad Spurs team, but then a really, really good undefeated Bucks team just put up 81, and those are the exact same sliders. So, just trying to find a good balance here. But what we should be seeing here is, even though the Rockets are pretty bad, I think they're just 1-8. Yeah, they're 1-8. So what we're hoping to see here is just a little bit more of a competitive game. I still expect to win this game. We've been playing pretty well so far at 7-2. But nonetheless, that's just something I'm watching there. So we're going to jump right in here. Rockets, not a huge threat. Again, I always like to kind of go over just the game plan. We're not taking them lightly or anything like that, but of course, Jalen Green, their best player, I would say after that, it's going to be Jabari Smith is probably their other concern. He can score from anywhere. Green, of course, more of a kind of an inside scorer, but can definitely hit the jump shot as well. And really outside of that, they have some guys who can hit some threes, but there's just not a whole lot else. Again, I'm kind of looking for just B pluses only. And then defense, same thing. They don't really have a ton that I'm really worried about on the inside. So I could see Towns having a big game. I could see Gobert having a pretty big game. They're pretty good defenders on the perimeter, at least decent enough. And then looking at rebounding, they're really not. I don't even think Bruno Fernando is going to be much on the court at a 72 overall. So we should have a pretty nice rebounding advantage too. And again, it should be a win. We're at home, but you never know. So jumping in here, what's up everyone? Thanks for checking out the stream. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that. Give me a like or two.
At the power forward position, standing 6'11", number 32, Anthony
Give me some. So hang on, bear.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Now, the Timberwolves last season made the playoffs for just the second time in 18 seasons. All-star Karl Anthony Towns says this team wants to play defense and wants to be great. We're building an identity and culture, and every day we got to work at it and cement it. Kevin, they could finally be onto something.
I'll tell you, the Timberwolves have to have the easiest schedule at the on the season here.
For sure, Dave. Thanks.
They've actually made slider adjustments a little bit tough, so thanks to all of you for sharing your feedback on the Operation Sports slider thread we have going there. Super helpful. Because I played a lot of bad teams. By the way, people ask me every day, we are using nosebleed camera zoomed all the way out. You'll see it kind of zoom out here once they do the tip. My goal is stop turning the damn ball over.
He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
Have a shot in every possession. Those are my goals.
Towns up top over Porter. Towns, no luck. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden in Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times. Nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors. They are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player. Now here's Prince.
Ooh, what a difference, right?
And proving to be a prolific quick score.
Wide
from
open
anywhere
drop step.
on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Porter against Russell.
Really, Jim? Okay, that's good to know, because that's one of the things I'm trying to increase is scoring for the user. So, you know, some of that's slider, some of that's just defense, and don't take that as a knock or anything.
This guy is a scoring machine.
Really try to get out there and contest, even if it's just getting an arm up. Like I mentioned yesterday's stream, I don't jump a lot with my guards, hardly at all. But you can still contest shots just getting your arms up, and you're far less likely to foul, so it's super helpful. I mean, truthfully, something I'm keeping an eye on might be too overpowering. That's why I'm just trying to increase a couple of the shooting sliders. Yeah, so if you play off the ball, yeah, I mean, and even with, I have that kind of, so it's not so detrimental in my slider set, but still it's something you just want to be careful with.
He's got the footwork, he creates the separation, and he's not shy about going to the cup either.
Now here's Edwards, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. With the regular season
So
just getting
Bruno is
started,
playing here. I didn't think they'd have that guy in. Boy, they got some pretty bad starters.
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so
Yeah, Jim, that's
fast.
probably why. Yeah,
It can
offensively
take
turnovers.
years
Yeah,
for
same.
the game to slow
It's something I'm
down.
getting used to. It's increased, and it's just something we have to kind of adjust to. Polly says keys were to slow down on offense, not try to force everything. Yep, for sure. And it's funny, I've actually been doing a little bit of speeding things up, but also not forcing, right? But yeah, thanks, Jim. I love them too. And again, I'm not trying to sound like a goofball. I mean, I really like them. Like, there's slider sets I've made for games over the years where people like them, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like Madden, right? It's really just kind of hit or miss. That's why I made that Madden app. By the way, I had a couple donations this week on that. Thank you for that. That's super, super nice. There is a link in those apps for MLB The Show and Madden that if you ever wanted to send a donation your way, you can. That just goes to my PayPal there. It's under my actual name, so don't be alarmed if there's a different mic. But yeah, I had a couple of those come in. Thanks for that. I always joke that buys my wife a glass of wine for her letting me work on those apps.
Prince outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
Didn't look too bad.
For Houston, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
No, I have not thought about. I'm expecting. I'm surprised no one's asked me yet in the slider thread, but don't expect to make an app for NBA. At least not yet. That game has a lot of sliders. That would take. I'd probably have to get paid for something like that. That's a lot. The Madden one took a hell of a long time.
Porter outside.
It's fun though. It's fun to work on, but
and Minnesota will come the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it
not a
pretty
shot.
clear how much
I wanted him to do his
separation
little,
exists between the two teams.
oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank what it's called.
Not on
Floater,
even
right?
ground last year, but no matter what it looks like on paper, we see
a good
teams
shot
make
for them.
big turnarounds every
Even though
season.
that's not his best shot.
You can tell.
Okay, well, Houston's scoring more. That's good. And
He gets
it's
that
early.
ball and
It's
he's taking
streaky.
the shot in just a few
I don't
seconds.
mind this though. It feels competent at least.
Now
I
Russell.
don't feel like I'm playing a middle school team right now.
The kick out to town.
Wide open. That should be in.
The
Not
Timberwolves
every time. Too
again
bad.
can't hit.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet.
It matters, too, who
Only
passes the ball,
one
and
of their first 5 shots.
That was a really good playmaker there. D'Angelo Russell. We
Outside, Green
talked about that
jacks
yesterday.
up a 3. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota.
Let's see if I can catch him with the
4-point
back
game.
turn.
Pass to Russell.
Ooh, yeah,
With the
see,
steal.
that wasn't, I didn't
And
feel
here's
like I
the
was
fast
rushed on
break.
that,
Porter
but
leading the way.
it's just too slow of a
On
pass.
the wing, Green.
Turnovers happen. Every single game, there's going to be turnovers. That's okay. You're not going to shoot over him. Come on, get out of here.
Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor.
He
He's
is
as good
ridiculous
defensively
in
as
play
any
games.
big you will ever see.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Ooh, nice cut.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes
go.
into the first quarter. Towns with it. Now Green defending. Out to Russell. trying to get something going, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, fearless move.
I like that slithery badge. It helps. You can watch it here.
Going right to the heart.
Kind of allows him to literally like just snake through some defenders and get a shot off. And usually if a guy's that slithery badge, I mean, they're a pretty good inside scorer.
Now here's Gordon. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Russell looking it over.
Oh, it's trying to see if that Euro step would activate from that far out.
Porter against Russell.
See, even here, you got to be really careful
Towns
not to get the ball
post.
swiped.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside Edwards. Over Green. And it's all evened up.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns?
Oh, good, Pally. Yeah, I mean, it just takes some adjusting. And that's where I think it's so helpful to, like, share that feedback, like, whether it's the slider threads or here or Twitter or whatever, because,
Releases.
yeah, I mean, like,
Bank shot. No good.
I don't know. Yeah, we all play a little bit differently.
Has not been his order.
Passes to Towns. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
I think I spun kind of the strong side there, and it still worked. Wasn't a great chance, but
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's
I like that they're hanging with us, though. Like, I want to be able to beat a bad team still, but I want them to be competent, right? Like, you know, I want it to be close in the last, or at least somewhat close, you know, within 5 to 10 points or something like that. Not every game. Yeah, I'm loving the sliders. I'm loving, I mean, you know, the credit, obviously, more than anything, just goes to they just built an awesome game this year. It's really good. I mean, it's been good. But, like, this year, just this year especially, it's just been just really, really good.
great handle, great vision. That's
come on,
how he
guys.
drops so many dimes.
And that one's good. Green.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Guys, make sure you go vote. If you haven't voted yet, definitely not going to talk politics here, but
And here's Russell.
just vote,
His
guys.
last
It's one
outing,
of the
16 points for him.
beautiful things of our country here.
Kicks to Prince. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact.
Get a chance for your voice to be heard, whatever that might be.
For Minnesota,
Get out and
they have
vote.
been perfect at the line
Voting's
so far,
been
albeit just 2 for 2.
Up massively the last 4 or 8 years. It's awesome. Good stuff. Saw the Pistons were wearing vote shirts on the court side there. Almost said the sideline, but you know what I mean. I guess
And
it's
that
technically
one
a
falls
sideline,
for
right?
Prince. Şengün's checked in for Houston.
My team is shooting too high percentage of free throws compared to
That's also
simulated
good.
game,
So he
and
gets
there's
4
really
free
not
throws.
much you can do. I mean, I can
Houston's
adjust
gone just
so the
1 of 4
AI
from
teams
three-point
shoot
range
lights
here in the
out in
first.
simulated games, but I don't know. It's almost, I don't know. I'm not
Porter
really
with it.
sure.
He's
Like, there's a
picked up by
slider
Russell.
for it, but it only impacts if you, and you know what? Maybe that's the solution. Is you might have to turn on
Here's Green.
free throw to
Kicks it
be
out to Gordon.
like user controlled, but then the problem, I mean, all the dudes have different,
Some people
you know,
can say
different
he's struggling
deliveries or windups, whatever you want to call it.
Just can't seem to
So that was icon passing. I was just waiting for him to clear. It was interesting as a bounce pass. I didn't realize they would even do that.
This guy can do it all.
I was going to lob it, but I already had icon up. Let me show you that replay. Now, we were talking a lot about passing yesterday, and that was just kind of easy. I kind of like to just kind of run slow a little bit and like let my guys kind of catch up, and that's what I was doing here. So you can see Prince, and I can see Karl Anthony Towns here. Like, he's just, hang on a second here. He's going to come up. Oh, my gosh. Well, you get the idea. And so, like, there's a lot of guys around him, but again, it's like, you know, I'm almost kind of thinking, like, dude, if he can weave, you know, there's an opportunity, and he not only did he weave, I mean, he just got wide open on it. Like, they just completely left him. So, if anything, that bounce pass slowed it down a little bit. Yeah, I didn't know that either, literally until just now. So I must just kind of use like the best pass, but I mean, I should have alley-ooped it, but then you have the chance of just not completing it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the alley-oop like completion manually. I don't know if you can turn that off. I'm trying to just get better at it. It's not terribly difficult, but I wish there was a place where you could go practice it. Jim says, what's the difference between the 98-1-1 passing versus default? So let's look at that. So, because it'll help me. I haven't looked at that in a while. So he's referring to in here, and this has to do with, and this is a slider in and of itself. These sliders all interact with each other. You have 100 points. And so you can kind of distribute this however you want. So this is putting the weight as high as you possibly can on the target direction. It's sacrificing target distance because, again, you can use kind of like pressure sensitive buttons for something like that. And openness, right? Because if you're trying to pass to a guy right next to you, but maybe the guy 6 feet behind him is more open, it's going to just launch over him. So this just puts all the weight into the direction. So if you look at this is like a triangle. There's direction, distance, and openness. We have this particular triangle fully colored in, and these as low as we could possibly put them, right? It doesn't let you put it at 0. So
Tonight.
And about an 82% clip a season ago.
a lot of slider
so
sets
I'm
use
sure
that.
he'll take those
Minnesota making a
I don't know.
switch.
I mean, you can certainly tinker with it. It's not going to like mess with the sliders at all. If you're having major problems passing or something like that, I mean, tinker away. That's not going to impact like your gameplay or anything. If anything, it'll probably clean it up.
Here's Christopher, and it's good. 2 points.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but
Gosh,
shake
I'm
their
always
heads.
behind on shots, but oh, thanks, Liam. But some of that's just for getting free throws and.
Out to the wing.
Oh, I was gonna let him possibly shoot it if he was open, just to see.
Tate against Towns.
Okay, give me a shot,
Left
guys.
side, Edwards. Over Green. Here's Gobert.
Gobert should have a lot of that
Nice
today.
touch off the glass.
Well, that's how we can get 2 more shots.
And this
Not a
has
good
been
chance
a
there,
great
not a good-
job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Basket counts.
That's good. That was contested, and as much as I was willing to, I'm not going to try to
Playing
block
and
shots
scoring
with
confidence.
Braylon Edwards too much. Braylon Edwards, what am I saying? Anthony Edwards.
Outside, Russell. And Anderson has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
I was talking Michigan football with a bunch of my buddies today on text messaging, so I had
Here's Christopher.
Braylon Edwards came out instead of Anthony
In the
Edwards.
corner, Tate with it. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against Milwaukee. Outside, Edwards. The pass to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns is doubled. And that's a foul called on Kenyon Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
Jim, it's been a little low at times, but nothing too crazy, and that's what I've upped for this here. I am messing with a potential version 1.8. It's not posted anywhere just yet.
Towns is doubled. Here's McLaughlin.
That's not a shot I want him to take, but he's wide open. He's an NBA player. I mean, come on.
Their work on the board
Got to make some of those.
particularly here to start the game.
Shingun is
But
a
I guess
guy
that's the
that
strategy,
works
right?
ultra hard at his craft.
Double team him,
Little
so I
bit
pass to
undersized at the
McLaughlin,
center
and
position. You know what? That's what you got to
doesn't
do
go in.
sometimes.
Now here's Green. He has 7, 5 to shoot. Pass to Şengün. Over Reed. The offensive rebound.
Look like he just rushed
yeah,
it
he's
there.
a C+
Maybe something to take a
3-point
little
shooter
bit
on a
more
good
time.
day. So I mean, yeah, I know, but you still got to make that. I mean, it's not like he's an
Here's
F or
McLaughlin.
something. Come on, give me the double team.
Towns is doubled. Anderson outside. Here's Reed.
Holy cow.
Pass to Noel.
So real quick there, like one thing, talking about turnovers, this is just a really straightforward offensive rebound coming up here. By the way, I like this rotation, right? They always talk about making the extra pass, and one of the things I love about this game is like God, I'm so bad at like maneuvering this camera around. Come on, zoom out. Hey, just kidding. We're gonna get everyone sick here, including myself. Okay, so he gets the double team. Like I actually inbound it to him on purpose. Kind of expecting, or I guess that was the first shot we had. But anyway, he kind of a mismatch here. Double team comes. Anderson's open, but he's not a great 3-point shooter. And I don't even know who's over here. I can't see him, but I figured he's probably okay because I know it's not McLaughlin. But like, look how wide open. Plus Anderson's a little bit further away. That arc, the top of the arc's furthest you can be. But look how much more room is over here, right? And Reed's a good 3-point shooter, so that's wide open. That should go in. Anyway, what I wanted to show this replay about is we talked about turnovers, right? This is a spot where I could have turned the ball over. I get an offensive rebound, basically surrounded by 4 dudes. And you're just asking to get the ball stolen. Look at them swiping, right? We have active hands in the slider set. And if you start panicking here and you just start pushing buttons, whether it's pass or you try to make a shot. So I just, as I'm getting this, I'm just looking around, right? And I'm like, okay, where's my escape route here? There's obviously somebody open. And so, again, just really easily, I just look for the most open guy, who, that's maybe arguable if he was the most open. But again, those guys are so close. That's where that kind of control lead is a little bit tricky, and maybe icon passing would have worked a little bit better because I probably should have gone to McLaughlin there. But nonetheless, didn't panic, got that ball out. We still have the possession here.
Second shot opportunity. The Rockets pull it in. Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does, all due to his work ethic.
Oh,
Plays quick inside, makes the most of his floor time. A couple of years,
I was already running down the court. Speaking of running, let's go.
He rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He kicks to Towns. Dishes it to Anderson. Passes it to Reed to stop the drought. Hits the three-point
we're not going to miss 3 of those. Come on.
And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Christopher on
Active
the way.
hands.
Green.
I like that he actually went against the screen there. He did not go with the screen. So if you start cheating a little bit too much, they can't catch you.
He's doing everything he can.
Ironically, that was the time I wasn't cheating on the screen. And
step up and provide some scoring.
Towns down low, working on Tate. Good work there as it goes. He's got 9.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
He's so damn good.
Outside Green. And another 3 for Houston.
For Jalen Green to be an all-star
Keeping pace.
level
I like
guy,
it.
He's got to knock down those threes.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter.
Back him all the way
Towns
down.
down low, guarded by Green. Towns, the pass to Noel. Shot is good. Off
That.
the
It's
back.
only 2, but it's a good shot for him.
And
It's
the
open.
all-around game of Towns can score it, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position.
Ooh.
Out of bounds. Minnesota
I wish I could limit that a little bit. That might be that touch sensitivity, but again, it's pretty rare when it happens. I just kind of chalk it up to just a turnover. So that was an interesting screen, right? It kind of shows the accuracy of the sliders, matching up to what he did last year pretty well.
Anderson outside. Towns against Tate.
No.
There's the pass to McLaughlin. Towns, the screen. And he makes the bucket.
I was going to say, he actually had a pretty nice lane.
A 3-point play chance here.
Decided to go with that.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota. Marjanovic checked in for Alperen Şengün.
Shooting 1.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Rockets trail by 7. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Towns. Stolen by Martin. At the elbow, Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can tell
Not a bad foul.
Green is fearless on the floor, going right into the defender with his shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, how about the job Jalen Green has done? Living up to that second overall pick.
He sure is. Had a great rookie year last year, and he is looking to build on that success. Had a tremendous year in all facets of the game.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
Boy, they double team him.
Towns
real
is
early.
double. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Martin with a screen on Anderson. Here's Tate. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Towns. Rockets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Only 71% from the line last season. And rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Both teams will make substitutions. No luck that time either. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. We've got Gordon. Marjanovic is out there with Smith. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Christopher in at the shooting guard position.
Is shot clock violation? Is that
now,
a turnover,
courtesy of the
technically?
2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Now, here is Russell.
Double screen.
To the middle. It's stolen by Marjanovic.
Forced it. Ooh, nothing
Here's
open on that. They did a good job.
Edwards defending.
Under defensive
Smith,
awareness.
left side. Outside Porter.
I started drifting.
A miss that time. Would have put him up.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
It's stolen.
Damn. It's sloppy.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Christopher, the pass to Porter. Down low. Here's Marjanovic. No good. That would have tied it. Minnesota in the lead. Right side, Russell. Pass to Reed. Russell against Porter. Shot clock at 5. Russell, no luck.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Gordon dishes to Porter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Passes it to Smith. Here's Marjanovic. Reed with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Minnesota. And a switch here also for Houston. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Marjanovic. Porter against Russell. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Gobert's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Rockets trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Christopher, that's good.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Russell against Porter. Bounce pass, Russell. Now, here's Reed. Guarded closely. Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Şengün's checked in for Smith.
Oh.
Here's Christopher, 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Timberwolves shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Prince kicks to Reed. Russell against Porter. And there's the pass to Edwards. Releases from 15. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Porter. Last game out he had 14. Reed with the block. Here's Edwards. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And that's now 7 points for Anthony Edwards. They set the screen. Fernando, the pass to Christopher. And they get it back. Porter looking it over. Buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Russell passes to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Poked away.
Holy cow.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, transition take foul for sure. It's like 3 turnovers this quarter for him. Sloppy.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Green, he's checked in for Houston. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Christopher, the pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Prince finds Russell. And here's Towns. Şengün covering. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 11.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
See, I saw some questions come in. Let me get back to the chat here. Yeah, human free throw, there's really not much, Jim, we can do about it unless we want to just turn on user. And then what you could do is just until you get used to it, like increase the success rate. So like go to user controlled free throws, but put the success rate at like, 90 or 80 or something. Any idea what relations lock menu is? I don't know what relation locks are. I'm not quite sure.
A moment here to see the stats for D'Angelo
There's
Russell.
position locks and there's relationships in MyNBA. And that's just like I turned that. Oh, relationship lock. I know what you're talking about. That's like if you want access, if you have it on, you have to have enough trust with your coach to like go in and adjust your lineup, right? Or if you want to choose the players, do you want to scout? You have to have enough trust with your scout. That to me is asinine. That's just stupid. Like 2K should take that out. There's no general manager that's like, well, if only I could tell my scout how to do his job, even though he's my employee and he reports to me or whatever. And same thing with, I guess understand like why a GM wouldn't want to maybe get too involved with the coach kind of thing, but like, yeah, it's just an unrealistic. It makes it more difficult, but it's like artificially just difficult, and it's just not very realistic.
Deliver you points makes
so I have that turned. I have relationships on, but I have the lock off. If that makes sense, because
when they need a basket,
it can still impact other things in the game, but.
Gordon against Prince. Here's Christopher. He's got 6. And it's Green. Missing.
Sorry, Cat. Still your rebound.
Now, here is Russell. He dishes it to Edwards. Knocked away.
Holy cow.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain.
Got no handles today, Edwards. What's going on?
Some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. He's coming off an excellent season, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Noel, he's checked in for Prince. Edwards can't hit. Here's Gobert, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Russell. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have
I could probably switch to
sounds exhausting. I love my job right now.
User free throws right now.
Oh, listen, the feeling,
and it wouldn't be a huge deal because of like if I miss a bunch, it'll just kind of level things out, right?
6 to shoot. Pulls from the top of the key. The Timberwolves.
Oh, it didn't work out. I like to do that pick and roll jump shot with him because then the cat's down there, or whoever picks for him is down there for that rebound. And he was there, great position, just didn't get it.
Here's Christopher. 6 points for him.
It's kind of like buying an insurance policy on your jump shot.
In the corner,
oh
Tate
gosh,
with it.
bad defense by me.
Another miss by Houston. Timberwolves leading by 4. Over in the corner, Edwards. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the
right away. Another screen. That was funny.
Contests for the Rockets.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They
guess I got fouled.
A bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Houston making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Edwards drops them both. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season.
Yeah, I hope 2K just patches the. It seems like a really easy thing to patch up. Problem is, they're probably not even aware of it because so many people in my career and whatnot are using, user-controlled free throw and.
So long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now here's Towns. He's got 11.
Oh, Towns, I missed you.
Noel passes to Towns. Sinks the triple. Towns has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is a guy you want to create for time and time again.
Timeout call for Rockets.
Towns is ridiculous. Like I can move Gobert. I mean, he's 30. He's on a contract for 4 more years. Like I don't know. I don't really trust big dudes when they get that old. Their bodies break down. This team has it's crazy. I was looking at their draft capital. We have 2 draft picks.
They seem to have an endless reserve of energy
in the next whatever it is, however many years they show you in that draft pick screen. We have 2 picks and they're 2 second rounders this year. That's it. There are no first rounders for the next 3 or 4 years. There's no second rounders other than those 2 I just mentioned for this upcoming draft. So you want to keep costs down. I mean, you have to be getting players through the draft. So we will be moving some guys. I will most likely never move Cat, but Gobert for sure I could move eventually. First one out might be D'Angelo Russell. We'll see. I don't plan to bring him back. He's just not really fit. He's actually -3 PPR, or negative 0.3 PPR. He's the worst rated PPR among point guards so far in this MyNBA. So again, mostly looking at turnovers versus like assists and that kind of thing. It's a good player. He's kind of more of like a shooting guard playing point guard.
first and foremost,
at least the way I've been using him.
Hakeem Olajuwon. He doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin.
God, what was that?
Green against Towns. Towns is double. They get a hand on it. 2 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. Goes up, and Green slams it in.
I know you're not
Nothing opening up there.
But yes, that was strong defense by Green. And then because of that effort, he takes it all the way himself.
A couple things I was trying, none of them worked out.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Pass to McLaughlin. Gobert with it. Shingun covering.
Nope.
Just 5 to shoot.
Ooh, go up.
Hefty move. And
oh gosh, I tried to go up right after that
and
pump fake and
take it the
just
other
didn't do
way.
anything.
When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Green, no luck.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Green.
This is how special Green can
They're
be
sticking with us, though.
times.
Offense has gotten really cold here.
Incredible score.
Pass to Towns. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 16.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Anderson. So for the Rockets, Marjanovic checked in for Şengün. And Smith subbed in for Tate. And both free throws good for Anderson. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Christopher. He has 6. Outside, Green. The dish to Smith. And again, the turnover for the Rockets. Those are the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule.
Look, here's the bad teams that the Timberwolves have on their schedule, at least until the Grizzlies and Cavs. Those will be good games.
Matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking.
Jim, I can't remember if I have key zoom on or off. I think it's on. Let's see. Yeah, it's on.
They'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. So it's the Rockets now after the basket by Minnesota. Outside, Green. The Rockets with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Figured that would be the case today.
Here's McLaughlin.
Oh, dude.
Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock.
Like when you go to the wrong guy, it like just
lets the 3 fly.
Just totally messes like with your offensive rhythm, right? Like you have a good play set up and it passes the wrong guy, and like that was an example there of just completely wasted play.
And 101 left in the first half of basketball. Green, no luck.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Anderson, the bounce pass. Here's Towns.
What is that?
Almost, but it rolls out.
Total
and
mismatch.
For Houston, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Martin. Towns with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Anderson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And so here is Houston. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
A bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It'll count. No good there. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
I think for the Timberwolves, they've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They've been kicking into high gear mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. Just a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
Moving back to our game, Karl Anthony Towns, the man of the first half.
Got to be thinking no one can stop him down low. I'm very familiar with that feeling. Every time you touch it, you believe you're putting the ball in the bucket. Ah, memories.
I'll give you that, Shaq. And now, Jay, that's another story.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Jalen Green, 22 points. Wow.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And it's Towns missing. Rockets trail by 8. Inside. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, boy, he sure muscled that one in.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodlines.
Now, here's Porter. Kicks it to Green. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Last year, getting it done. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes. Always a threat to create a turnover. It's good. Towns has got 20 points.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's stolen by Smith.
Bummer.
Porter against Russell. Porter passes to Smith. 17-foot shot on the way. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
All right. There we focus here on offense.
Confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Towns, a screen on Porter. There's Russell with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Russell's got 5.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Minnesota leading by 6. Now Russell. He's got 5. Towns, the pass to Russell. And he banks in the layup. And it's 7 points for D'Angelo Russell.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
On the wing, Porter. 8 points for him. Green, and it's Green with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Towns following the score by Houston. Outside, Russell down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Smith with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 6. And here's Porter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Gordon kicks to Green. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Porter finds Gordon. Misses the 3. Timberwolves leading by 6. Prince in the corner. To the left wing. Towns, the pass to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 4 assists now tonight.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
I think game in control. It's going kind of how I was hoping. Just a couple of little sliders I still am thinking about tweaking. Mostly like, especially for the user. It's still like one or two things need to happen, or maybe both. I think the contact when the user drives through the hoop. I want fouls to be called, but maybe it seems like it's probably a little bit high getting those calls. And then also I think I want to get the AI to try that a little more often too.
He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Now here's Towns. 20 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Gordon with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Active hands there, right? Didn't go for the swipe. Right, someone asked me about that yesterday or the day before.
Just from 3-point range.
About steals versus hands.
Here tonight, +8 in that department.
Reed the pass to Russell. Back to Reed.
Yeah, what it's stolen by Tate. Like, why would that go to Reed?
He kicks it to Porter. Outside Gordon. Nailed from 3-point land. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Minnesota leading by 6.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The pass to Porter. The 3-pointer, no good.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And here's Gordon after Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here is Russell. 7 points in the game. Makes it off the glass.
They don't have anybody to stop him.
It's ridiculous. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing here by 8. It's good.
Break down for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Noel comes in for Taurean Prince. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Russell. Houston also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Bruno Fernando. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Şengün. And it's Josh Christopher in for Eric Gordon.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
It's been cold last few games.
Here's Christopher.
He's got
great. 6.
There was a good
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. He gets that one. McLaughlin's got 5 now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. Christopher, the pass to Porter. To the paint. It's tipped. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. To the middle. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leading the charge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see,
That's
David.
the ugliest possession ever.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Porter. Good on the shot. And now it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, he's got a
exactly his shot, but he's trying to get him some looks. I believe he's one of the volume shooter guys. He's got that badge.
Outside, Green.
Ooh.
And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a
Lofton's
hurry
having
and get
hell of a
himself
quarter here.
bucket.
Lots of
Can't
steals.
let those fast break opportunities get away.
Outside, Porter. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
Good on the second
That's
free
crazy.
throw.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Pass to Reed. Up top, Edwards, covered by Martin. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Smith checked in for Houston.
Whoops.
Rockets trail by 12. Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. Knocked loose to the inside. And finished off by Martin.
It switched me over to McLaughlin. I didn't realize it. That
Excellent
position.
job finding the open man with the pass.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Edwards drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 16 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Left side, Porter. Dishes to Martin. Now, here's Tate. No points in the game yet for him. 4 on the shot clock. Smith.
I want to show you guys just something from this possession that I think looked really cool. So watch here as Porter Jr. drives in. There's some contact here. He doesn't lose the ball, but a really good defender just stays with him. Watch him kind of just bump him off the ball here. Bam. So again, just cool. And again, sometimes that's going to generate turnovers, right? Just that little, it's a slider we've increased. And I forget the name of the slider, but basically just kind of like contact between players when they're driving like that. And so, again, I'm having a hard time getting on. There we go. You can just see it, and here's it in real motion here. So it just kind of creates a little disturbance there.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's McLaughlin. Bangs
there
on
you
the
go.
trifecta.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting
kind of
from
felt it
beyond
with
the
him.
arc here in the second half.
Outside Porter.
I let those bench guys get some shots.
It's hauled in by Noel.
We'll get a feel for who's, you know, feeling it that day or not feeling it.
That's a fighter's mentality.
Anderson outside. And he's going up for the alley. It's stolen by Smith. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Green passes to Porter. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Martin.
Nice,
and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Now Edwards. Here's Noel. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like a game winner to them.
And so it's Minnesota with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Rockets. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Kevin Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Tate in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Russell. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Russell missing. And here's Porter. Out left to the wing. A shot by Tate with no one around. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Noel. Defended by Gordon.
Sloppy.
And a wide open look for Porter. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 16. 14 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Porter passes to Gordon. Back to Porter. There's a screen. Pass to Şengün. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good play and great vision from Porter. The pick and roll gets someone open, and he finds it.
Prince outside. Smith against Towns. Over Smith. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 26.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for.
A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Alperen Şengün.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. He gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Free throw good, Russell. And he's good on the second.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And he nails the third. And it's Porter with the ball for the Rockets. It's an 18-point game. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
As he's gotten older, we've seen KPJ become a willing passer.
Bounce pass, Russell. Passes it to Noel. Rocket 6. Puts it up. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Porter. The pass to Fernando. Now here's Tate. And some nice passing there by Houston. Outside Porter. Launches it. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. For three, Smith hits it from three-point range. Smith's got 9 points here in the second half.
And a guy who hit 44% from three in college, Smith is an elite outside shooter.
Pass to Towns. Prince outside. Towns, a screen on Porter. Russell with it. Now guarded by Porter. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Everything just feels a little laggy on offense
to admire that outstanding block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Smith. Fades back. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Noel, defended by Gordon. Here's Towns, lays it up off the glass. And that's now 28 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Minnesota with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. And Russell gets it to go.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Porter with it. Feeds it to Smith. Yes, that goes in.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Down low.
Oh my gosh.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
Edwards has come in for Noel. And a change for the Rockets. Green's checked in, and Towns drops them both. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Now here's Prince. Towns in the corner. Trains the three-pointer. Towns has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Porter with it. Picked up by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
A little too telegraphed.
Gordon inside. Guarded by Prince. Green against Edwards. The kick out to Porter. Gobert with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Russell, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
Free throw good, Russell.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own calls. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe, Greg, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
And here's Russell following Jalen Green's 3. Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Towns. Off target. That was a little heat check. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 17. And it's Smith missing. Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And it's Russell missing. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. In the corner, Smith with it. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns, and the layup is good. Towns has got 17 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Gordon kicks to Green.
35 is the most I've had
to the middle.
This year.
Here's Fernando. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good.
No, it was good. Oh, you missed it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves leading by 14. Outside, Russell. And the pass to Towns. Over Smith. Gobert trying to get open. And it's Towns missing. Rockets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. Green with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Green kicks to Gordon. Back to Green. To the inside. Smith. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow.
Never get D'Angelo to set when he shoots his threes.
Now here's Porter. Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now Russell. Pass to Towns. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, guys, I like the adjustments so far. Again, 1.7 is currently up on Operation Sports NBA 2K slider forum. I'm tweaking 1.8 right now. You're seeing some of those changes. I have a few more in mind. So maybe this weekend. What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Election day, right? Make sure you vote. Probably before the weekend. I'll probably have another version out, I'm thinking, or at least the start of the weekend.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do.
Hey guys, here's the message Steven Silas
give a video or two a like. Check out some other stuff. If you got video requests, I had a couple things I was thinking about, but if you have some requests for whatever sports game, let me know. Don't mind doing some deep dives on stuff. We did some fun stuff with, you know,
thank you, David.
I'd like to do some stuff where, again, we take, say, like the Magic Johnson draft class, put it in the year 2022 and see how Magic and Bird do, or something like that. Kind of fun.
From deep, Green. Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Man, I am sick of giving it the cat.
Porter against Russell. Left side, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Over Green.
Edwards. That's
good.
Take it.
And the Timberwolves
trying to get it to Gobert. Let him do something down low.
Ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Towns with the steal. Unloads from 13. Edwards can't hit. Rockets trail by 15. Gordon the pass to Green. And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 32 points for Jalen Green.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And Russell gets it to go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
Had a fantastic play from the bench.
Go to the basket.
Great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Russell. The Rockets making the shot. In close, and the shot goes in.
Trying to do a
Towns has got 39.
kind of like a spin fade away.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Now here's Green to the paint, and the rejection by Towns.
Rejected by Towns. I mean, he's become a great shot blocker.
Russell passes to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
41.
Towns has got
11
41.
boards. Definitely his best game of the year.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Hey, what's up, Austin?
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Voting is what's good today.
Saying thank you for tuning
Make sure you get out and vote.
And now,
hopefully it's not too late. It's only 6 o'clock here on the West Coast. A little more time.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Dropped mine off last night. And version 1.7 of the sliders, technically I guess 1.75, whatever. I haven't released anything beyond 1.7, but getting some really good gameplay today's game. Really happy with it. Still trying to get field goals to be increased. I actually messaged Dazar on Twitter and I asked him about those simulation sliders, and he wrote me back and said that they do not impact played games. So that's kind of what we were thinking, but I had some others kind of questioning that. But so yeah, just trying to get those field goal attempts up, because even with them only taking 15 free throws. So yeah, there's a couple little tweaks I want to do. We might have to switch, guys, to user-controlled free throws or whatever it's called. I don't know. We'll have to give it some thought for sure. It's amazing we only had 56 points in the paint. I felt like we had 100. Assists pretty even. I do like their offense was a little bit more, I wouldn't say deadly, but I mean certainly more impactful. Felt very realistic. It's probably the best game. Maybe that first game of the year was really tight, but this was a really good game. Both teams had plenty of turnovers, almost too many. Let's see, box score. Karl Anthony Towns' best game of the year for sure, 41 and 11. Took 27 shots. Edwards 18. Not a great day for him. 6 of 15. Russell 5 of 12. He had a pretty good second half. 2 assists to 3 turnovers again, though. I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Edwards had 5 turnovers. You could feel those too. We were a little sloppy with the ball today. McLaughlin 10 points off the bench. Gobert 8 in his usual 17 million rebounds. Yeah. So it was definitely the Karl Anthony Towns show there. Green, 32 points. He had 22 at the half, I think, so a little quieter in the second half. Jabari Smith, 18 and 8. 16 for Porter and 11 assists. Really nice game for him. Yeah, good win. We'll take it. And what's up next? Well, a couple more bad teams. And then we finally get into some better teams-ish. It's kind of like every other game now is getting into a decent game. But we are 8-2, 100% team chemistry, fan interest 50. I have started using tasks, as you can see there. And I have some pending tasks. Boy, they're demanding. Prices we're selling and saving, they're way too low. I mean, okay. But I just did that. I kicked our ticket prices up to like $200 a ticket or something crazy, and they're still too low. Governor, we've won a lot lately. Let's keep the streak. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to promise. Let's see. Let's keep this streak going, get to 8 wins. Okay, so yeah, got some stuff going on there. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to be jumping off here, but thanks again for subscribing, for liking. I'm on Twitter at MikeLowe47, and I'll see you all next time.